Hey there, podcast nerds, weirdos, and dangerously bored people scrolling through their apps like it's a dating site for voices. Welcome to the Punisher Castle podcast, where the sarcasm is lethal, the opinions are barely legal, and the hosts are cooler than a merc with a mouth in a leather onesie. Starring the triple threat of madness. The bearded one, wise, rugged, probably smells like whiskey and vengeance. Big Tony, louder than your mom's flip-flops on tile and twice as dangerous. And the Jesus? No, not that Jesus, but close enough to make you question your life choices. Expect chaos. Expect laughter. Expect probably way too much caffeine, comics, movies, games, random rants about why pineapple does or doesn't belong on pizza. It's all here, baby. So buckle up, buttercup, and let's get weird. This is the Punisher Castle podcast, where the only thing we take seriously is our Wi-Fi connection. And no, we're not responsible for any brain cells lost in the process.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Punisher Castle Podcast. We got Big Tony with us.
What's going on, everybody?
We got the Jesus with us.
Hello, everybody. I brought bags of peanuts. I brought beer nuts and deer nuts. You know, the difference between the two is beer nuts are $1.25 and deer nuts are always under $1.
I love it. I love it. Welcome back. How does it feel to be back after a while?
Oh, man, it always feels great to be sitting here with you two clowns.
Yes, I missed you guys.
Oh.
Don't get all mushy on us.
So this episode is a little different. Our last episode, which was our Willy Wonka episode, or the Wonka, thing. We did video. We're not doing video on this one because we just don't want to do video. We want to just do audio right now.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. And we need some video guys to help us with it.
We don't think you guys really want to see us.
No. But
we're not even sure you guys want to hear us.
No, they want to hear us.
No, we really are happy with the responses we're getting. We've seen a surge in viewership or I guess it would be listening-ship.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to thank you guys. We hope you keep on listening.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Hey, give us some feedback. Hit up the Instagram page or the Facebook page and, give us some ideas, some things you guys would like to hear us talk about.
Yeah.
Because, frankly, we're running out of them. But, no, seriously, we want to give the people what they want to hear too. So, we'd love to hear from you guys and give us some feedback. That'd be awesome.
Definitely. What are we going to talk about today?
We are going to talk about the universe that is the Deadpool.
Ooh.
Yes, the Deadpool.
The Deadpool. Yes. I dig it. I love it.
Hell yeah. You can tell you're wearing a Deadpool jersey.
Yes. Freaking love Deadpool.
I was going to wear my Deadpool mask, but I thought it'd be a bit much.
No, never. Well, let's get into the damn thing. Who wants to start?
I don't know. Neither one of you guys wants to. Well, we're a little shy. We've been away for so long.
Yeah, so long.
All right. Well, freaking Deadpool, the merc with the mouth. I mean, what else can we say? That's got to be one of the greatest, I guess you would say, anti-hero.
Yeah.
Marvel put out because he breaks the fourth wall. Continually talks to the audience, which is one of the things I love about him.
Yeah.
Super funny. I'm glad that we finally got a live action version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good one.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, even then it was Ryan Reynolds who played him in, what was that, Wolverine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was X-Men Origins.
Origins,
yeah.
Origins.
Which was, Wolverine.
That was got to be the first cinematic debut of Wade Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, his first appearance in comics was 1990.
Yeah.
So when did that movie come out?
The first Deadpool?
Yeah, no, the Origins.
Or the Origins?
12.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that had to have been like
11 or 2011 or 12, something like that.
It's a pretty good guess.
Something like that.
I would think
yeah.
you'd be about right.
Yeah.
But it took us that long to get him.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. But I do
Yeah.
have to say, I thank Ryan Reynolds for doing that, because I got to say he was one of the driving forces behind getting that character transferred into that media.
Now, could you guys see anybody else other than
Myself.
Ryan
Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds doing Deadpool?
I heard they made you an offer, Jesus, but you were busy at the time. You had other contractual
I
obligations.
did every time, every movie.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
I know. Yeah, I don't want to get into it because the lawyers and legal battle. You know how it goes.
But no, could you guys see anybody else other than Ryan Reynolds portraying?
Man. No, he did. He did such a good job on it. He definitely was able to pull off the comedic timing. Clearly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at his movies, and I personally, I think he's funny.
Yeah.
I like Ryan Reynolds, but I think he did a great job, man. And I don't think anybody would have done it as well, because he had desire to be that character.
Yeah.
You know, when actors want to be that person for a while,
Mm-hmm.
when they finally get it, they tend to kill it because they've put a lot of thought into it.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know? So I can't think of anybody.
All right. What do you think?
It is a tough role because it's like you have to be serious, but also extremely not serious and childish, rude. Because you see a lot of ass and balls in this movie. You know, a lot of close up of his balls.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And everybody wants to see Ryan Reynolds' balls.
Yeah, I
You know.
guess so.
That must be a thing, because Van Wilder, you don't see his balls, you see his ass though when he's up on the top of the building with
Yeah.
just his shirt on.
That's true.
Which that was a great fucking movie.
Dude, Van Wilder was hilarious.
So good.
I like Waiting. That's like my
Waiting was good.
Yes,
my
waiting.
Waiting was great.
That movie taught me how to be respectful to people in the food industry. You know,
You're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. To this day, if I go out with the girl, and we're out on a date, and the waitress comes up, and I'm very friendly, the girl's always like, "Why are you flirting with the waitress?" I'll always look her straight in the eyes. I'm not flirting with the waitress. I just don't want her to stick her finger or spit in my food.
That's justifiable.
You know.
That's justifiable. Like I said,
Now, when you say when you're out on a date with a girl, you're talking about your dog, right?
Yeah, of course, of course. My dog's
I just wanted to make sure.
extremely jealous. You know, I stopped saying to my dog, "You're the cutest girl I know," because she just looks at me like, "What do you mean you know other girls?"
Oh, too good.
I can totally see that coming
Yeah.
from her.
Right? Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god.
So, for those of you that don't know a whole lot of Deadpool, he was actually a parody of Deathstroke from the DC universe.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
That's
very
why
true.
their name is Slade Wilson and Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
And their color scheme is identical. The only difference is the pattern on which they wear. But I mean, they wear very similar outfits.
Yeah.
I think Deathstroke's a little more orangey.
Yeah, it's like orange and black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, they're, I guess in mythical canon, supposed to be brothers, cousins, some sort.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
No, I think it's funny. I think it's fucking hilarious because not only did you almost copy the look of him, but you just changed the beginning of his name. Like,
Yeah.
instead of Slade, we're going to make him Wade. Cool. That's a good enough change. Nobody will ever know. Oh, Deathstroke. No. How about a Deadpool? Ooh,
There you go.
that sounds good.
Yes. Let's go with that. I love it.
But I mean, like I said, he came out 1990,
Mhm.
but it was a bit before he got his own comic. He actually was like just kind of jumping around and showing up in other people's comics. He did a lot of Spider-Man. some X-Men, stuff like that, until I want to say it was, 2000 and something, when he got his own. I'm sorry. I take that back. 97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta look through my notes here. But yeah, 97. He finally got his own comic. So it took him 7 years to get his comic, and then it took him from then until 2000 and what to get when the first Deadpool movie come out, or Wolverine's, what did we say, 2010?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it took this character a long time to get to the screen, but man, does it have a fan base.
Well, and I think that fan base is basically stemming from the movies.
No. It was one of those. That's the thing about Deadpool, dude. Everybody likes him and knew who he was, which was why everybody wanted that movie made so bad.
Yeah.
Besides just Ryan Reynolds, all the fans wanted it. You know, I mean, it's a great character. It's, how do I say this? More realistic. Because if you never see superheroes cuss.
Correct.
They're never real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want sometimes them to get hit and be like, shit, fuck, that hurt.
Yeah.
Just for a minute, you know? And that's what's cool about him is he'd bitch and complain, and he was real, and he'd tell the villains or whoever he was going up against exactly how he felt. And like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So he already had a huge following. I think that the movie simply blew him up into a larger audience.
And and you're talking more on his standalone movie, like the first Deadpool, not necessarily when he was in X-Men, the Origins.
Yeah, people weren't really happy with it, what his portrayal in the X-Men Origins. I mean, we're introduced to Wade, but the version of Deadpool we got at the end, that was bad.
I wasn't really impressed with that, because I mean, he had his mouth sewn shut.
Right.
You know, he didn't really have the burns like he does in the Deadpool movies.
And he has those kind of crazy like things on his eyes. Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm saying. We got introduced to Wade Wilson, but we didn't get a good Deadpool in that movie.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say yes, that the first real introduction of him to the movies to build a fan base would be the first Deadpool movie.
Okay.
Which is interesting if you think why. It's because, you know, in the X-Men, he got turned into like a Weapon X, right? So you just got the adamantium, right?
Right.
You got that put into him. So that's why he has like the claws, right? Like
he has the
character from
single
Mortal
blade.
Kombat.
Yeah. I always thought that too.
Yeah. So then you look at the movies that are his standalones. It's a little different because he was like injected with the serum to rejuvenate, like Wolverine, to take away from that cancer he had.
Yeah.
So
Right.
So since it was constantly always going, that's what gave him because he's not really burned, but it just looks like he's burnt.
Yeah.
So that's why he looks like a burn victim, I guess. But he's not.
Well, wouldn't, like in the first Deadpool movie, he was in the fire. Wouldn't that have caused those burns, though?
Yeah.
No, in the first movie though, he gets those when they're suffocating him in the
Thingy.
the chamber,
Yeah.
the hyperbolic chamber thing. They're
Okay.
sucking all the air out of him.
Yeah.
And that's when it kicks in, and he looks like that, and then that's when he gets his powers.
All right.
But I'm not sure how close that is. Like, I won't lie. I've read Deadpool, but more so when he's in other people's comics.
Yeah.
Wasn't a diehard reader of his comics. So I'm not sure how closely the movies are to the comic book lore.
Yeah.
So I want to say in the comic book lore, there was actually 2 origin stories on him, and they were slightly different. But again, I can't really remember. I remember stuff I've read,
Yeah.
not clearly. I'm getting old.
No.
There's just a lot of fucking movie knowledge up there, and comic book knowledge, and wrestling knowledge.
You gotta dust that stuff off, man.
I know. That's what it is.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I think. Why he looks like that compared
Okay.
to the comics and stuff. I only read one of his comics, and it was the one where he kills Tom Sawyer. Yeah, it was like it was a run where he was trying to kill every hero in the whole entire universe of universes, and he went back in time and killed Tom Sawyer because he felt like Tom Sawyer was a hero, I guess.
Nice.
All right.
And him and his friend Joe.
All right. Well, let's get into that first movie, the first
Deadpool
movie. Yeah.
I gotta say, I like who they picked for his girlfriend.
Now,
Yes.
if we're
I
gonna,
liked her in Firefly. That's why. Monica Baracco, or
oh yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I liked her in Firefly. So when I saw she was playing his love interest, I was like, all right, right on.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you guys remember, before we really start about the first movie, do you guys remember how that started really?
What do you mean?
Now, how that really started? The movie?
Like the movie itself?
Wasn't it with the commercial?
That's right. So it was like a little 10-minute clip-it that he made with his like 5 friends. Just,
Right. Wasn't it the fight scene in the car?
Now, yeah, he's on the freeway. And the first time they did it, they were playing Gwen Stefani's Bananas.
This shit is bananas. BANANAS.
Yeah. And he's like drawing, he's like, kill Frankie or Franklin? Franklin. I think it was Franklin.
Yeah.
And he's like drawing on the little with a crayon, and he's like on the freeway. He's just drawing on it. And then he just jumps in the car.
Maximum effort.
And gets in the car, kills the people. But they do that really cool slow motion montage thing where I give it to David Fincher, the old director, that would stop the shot just to explain more of the story that could have happened in a millisecond.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And so you see him jump in the car and he starts killing everyone.
I remember that.
In like the funniest ways, you know?
Yeah.
I think you see his butt, but you know,
Wouldn't be Deadpool if he didn't.
You know, you see the car flip and everything. So that was just them playing around, and that wasn't supposed to get out, but someone leaked it out. I'm guessing it was Ryan Reynolds, and he leaked
I
it
would
out.
not put that past him.
Yeah.
I would not put that past him.
Leaked it out, and everyone liked it, and they were like, "Oh my god, they're really gonna do it! It looks fun!" And it just got such a good reaction. They went through. They're like, you know, let's do it. Let's make this into a movie. He has a good idea. Everyone enjoys it, so let's make it into a movie. And that scene was in the first one.
Yeah, that's the opening.
And it's a little different.
But he's listening to
TLC.
Yeah, TLC.
Yeah.
Shoop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. That one.
No, was that TLC? Shoot.
No, it's Salt and Pepper. That was Salt and Pepper.
I was going to say that's Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got that was my bad. I got that confused.
Okay.
Yeah, Shoop is Salt and Pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, great song.
Oh, so then that changes a little bit because that adds into the credit scene, and they start talking about certain characters, but they don't say their names. They just say like bratty teenager, or you know, and they just like give everyone
Negasonic, whatever, teenage warhead.
Yeah, that's her, and then they're like overpaid actor. That's probably Ryan. You know, like they do that little montage in like a stop sequence just to explain more of what's going on. You know, you see the guy get burned, like he has like a little dot on his head, like he's got burned by the cigarette lighter. You see the was it People Magazine's Most Hottest People, and it's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
You see somebody's wallet fly, and inside that wallet is a what? A Green Lantern card. Do you guys remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah. No.
Oh, if you look at it, there's like a wallet in the background, and there's like a Green Lantern card in it, and that's supposed to be Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh
And
shit!
there's a lot of little The first one, there's so many little hints and little eggs compared to the other ones, just as a fun little gag.
Is that the one where at the end of it he goes back and he kills himself while reading the script for Green Lantern?
No, that's the second one.
That's the end of the second one?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember. But I always thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I also like when he staples Hugh Jackman's face to his the cutout from the magazine to his face.
That's the first one, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
You gotta love their friendship, Hugh and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that shit's funny. That they remind me of us. Like if shit we do to each other and just joke the way they joke around. That's a pretty cool freaking friendship right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're constantly making fun of each other.
Yeah. And, I mean, goddamn though, he got Hugh to come out of retirement
Yeah, it's
to
true.
play Wolverine again.
After so long too.
After he said he was done.
Yeah.
And that's pretty impressive.
Well, how?
Not gonna lie.
I mean,
And I heard part of that was Hugh said it had to keep what they had done with Logan true.
Yeah.
And so that's why it was an alternate reality, like a different Wolverine.
And we'll definitely get into that third one, the Deadpool and Wolverine. But the first movie, I mean, it was an okay start to that franchise. How do I put this? To me, it wasn't as great as what I expected. Like, it was a good movie, but it wasn't as great as to what I expected it to be because of it being a Ryan Reynolds movie. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say the one thing I didn't like about the first Deadpool was who's his name? TJ Miller. I feel like he was trying to be the comic relief, but you don't need it. You already have one.
Yeah.
So it was like two positives were just not. It just didn't feel right. You know, you should have got someone serious to play the TJ Miller part in that type of like wording, because then you could still have this, because Ryan's the slapstick. He's a slapstick, and then you got.
So who would you have had play that role?
Well, besides myself, I'm
Yes, we know you were busy at the time.
Yeah.
I was busy. See, it's just so tough now. I was, it was really hard for me to find some free time for today.
I know. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to have dinner with the new Pope and everything. We are going to have Chicago pizza and everything.
Chicago dogs.
Yeah, he likes pineapple on the pizza.
I'm sorry, that should not be allowed.
No, it's okay. He made it holy, so you have to. It's holy. It's a holy thing now. It's a holy thing now.
No.
You get blessed. So
I'm just
Write
gonna,
write in if you believe pineapple belongs on pizza. Write in if you don't. This is the debate of the year. This is actually the debate of the lifetime between me and this guy.
Right. I'm just gonna say that one of the reasons why we haven't really done a podcast in a while is because you have been so freaking busy that it's hard to find time.
it's all the dames, Great Danes, dogs, and stuff.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. Oh my gosh.
But I forgot what I was saying.
You were saying the one thing that you dislike about the movie.
Oh yeah, it was T.J. Miller. Yeah.
Yeah, it was TJ Miller.
Yeah.
And I asked you who you thought would be a better replacement for that character.
Outside of you.
Chris Tucker. I like him.
You don't think Chris Tucker would have been too much though?
Yeah,
I
he
think
would
that
have been too much.
over the top
He
too
would
much.
have. I just loved Chris Tucker. I miss him. Anyway.
It would have been like a Rush Hour type thing.
I heard rumors there was possibly a Rush Hour 4 coming out.
Yes.
Although, oh man, have you guys seen the trailer for the new Kung Fu or the new
Karate Kid?
Kid?
Yeah.
Man, Jackie looks old.
It's because he
He's
is.
old. Yeah, he is old.
I know, but he never looked it. He's no longer going to be the action star. He's going to be the old man teaching the young action star.
Fun fact about Jackie Chan.
He's 109.
That's not the fun fact, but that was good. That was good.
It's because I heard he sold his soul to a dragon.
Did you guys know that in the 80s, he sang his theme songs to his movies?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I just found this out like last night.
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot. What was that one? Rumble in Brooklyn?
Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was probably my introduction to him
Yeah.
here in the States. And then I started watching older stuff. And then as his stuff came out, I would watch it. I love Jackie Chan. Clearly being a stunt guy, like,
Yeah.
yeah, like he's the fucking master. But I'm just saying, he looks old. Which maybe that's because I know I'm getting old. Like I said, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to see him all white haired and like, what the hell?
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, pretty crazy.
I'm not getting old. I refuse to take that.
Well, hey man, at least you won't get a lot of gray hair.
That's right. The other day I thought I saw gray hair on my beard. I'm like, oh my God, it's a gray hair. And then I realized it's not. It was one of my dog's hairs. And I was like, oh my God.
No, it's not. I see it.
That one's different.
That one's name is Harvey.
No. I did name that one after my ex. They turned white.
Is that like whoever dealt it, smelt it? Whoever made it grow is it's named after?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Interesting.
Damn, Carter. You must have had a lot of exes. or just one ex that really drove you crazy.
I don't know. I could have sworn your beard was black and then you got married and
And that's why it's like this now. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yours is kind of getting there.
Oh man, mine's not kind of getting there. It's about halfway.
Not like mine though.
No, not as bad as you yet. But
No.
I got a lot of salt and pepper in there. More salt is showing up in the pepper than I like.
I mean, you've only been married for a year.
That's
you
true.
know.
That's true.
Give it a little bit more time and then you'll kind of look like me.
Sweet.
Yes.
cool. Then I won't get married. It's not that hard. It's just
It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Oh yeah.
I just run.
All right, come
All
on,
right,
back to
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
All right,
Yeah.
Deadpool. So yeah, T.J. Miller. I don't. I feel like there are some good. All right. What's that one guy that was in Ant-Man that did the card tricks?
Agent Cho or damn it, he was in WandaVision too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Young Rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember his name, but he was also I can't help it. It's John Krasinski.
See, that's who I was thinking of.
No, because he played the character on The Office,
Yeah.
the Asian guy. He took his place in one of the episodes when they were playing a prank on oh man, why can't I think of
Dwight.
his name right now? Dwight, yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, man. And he spins the picture around and he's in the picture
Yeah.
too. And
Yeah.
that's why. So I'm like, oh, well, it's John Krasinski. But no, it's not.
So brilliant.
But
Yeah.
no, I think that like
charac-
John Krasinski.
Yeah,
could
a
have
character
pulled
like
off.
that's like a little dry, but has a tad bit of comic in him.
Yeah.
I think that would have flowed a lot better than two that are over the tops. Unless they're two main characters, but they're not two main characters really.
Yeah.
You know who I see? I don't know why. Steve Carell.
Oh yeah, he would have been good. He would have been good.
Did you guys ever see the little skit show Trailer Park Boys?
No,
I've never watched that.
No. There's a character, I don't remember his name, but there's a character kind of like the guy from the Office Space movie, with
When he's
the
looking for his stapler.
yes.
Being like-
There's a guy on Trailer Park Boys that kind of reminds me of that specific character. You know, thick ass glasses and kind of talks weird.
Melvin? Melvin? God, I'm trying to
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I think he would have done a good job as the T.J. Miller character.
feel so bad for that guy.
I don't know. I see Steve Carell in my head when he's like, "Your head looks like an avocado that was raped by," like his facial expressions.
An avocado that looks like he was raped by the state of Arizona.
Yeah, like his facial expressions as he was saying it, I think would have had me fucking rolling.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
That's why that's who I would have put.
yeah, because his deliveries weren't good. Like T.J. Miller's deliveries.
He was very crisp on him, like
Yeah.
boom, 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 and like I think Steve Carell would have played it differently, and I think it would have been hilarious.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's the one guy that was like, ugh. Everybody else that they nailed it really well.
Was he in 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember him in.
Because I know they had issues with him and ended up letting him go, but I don't remember how deep into the series it was.
I want to say he was in 2, but he wasn't in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll look this up real quick.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's interesting.
It's
I mean,
fine.
you see people in the bar. Okay, yeah, they have that scene with T.J. Miller, right? And he's walking into the bar. In the background, giving toast is the original guy who wrote Deadpool. He's one of the extras in the background or front round. I should say.
Nice.
And then
Front round.
yeah, front round, I guess, because he's in the front of the shot, and you see Wade walking in the background. So he's like in the front of the shot.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. But and then they start talking, and then it's interesting because you get that really good love montage of like how him and his girl met. Like wasn't she like a stripper?
She's an escort, prostitute.
Oh yeah, who hasn't fallen in love with a escort or a prostitute? I mean, right?
No, the song goes, "I'm in love with the stripper, dude."
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Who hasn't fallen in love with a stripper, right? Am I guys?
That's more acceptable.
Yeah, sorry.
So T.J. Miller was in Deadpool 2, but he wasn't in the latest Deadpool movie.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought he made but it was a very small role. I think,
Yeah.
too.
He also did he played that character Weasel in Once Upon a Deadpool.
Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yeah. Which came out in 2018. It's like a Christmas. Kidnapped Fred Savage is forced to endure Deadpool's PG-13 rendition of Deadpool 2 as a Princess Bride-esque story that's full of magic, wonder, and zero fucks.
Wow.
Man, I kind of want to see that now.
How much time is that? How long of a film is that?
I'm not seeing how long it is.
That's interesting.
Oh, it's an hour and 58 minutes.
Oh my god!
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a full-on movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I should probably see that.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's a Christmas type thing.
I think I remember when that was released, but I didn't think it was actually that different.
I didn't think it was serious.
Right, it was just like a promotional campaign.
Yeah, that was like that. Yeah, a promo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's get into the second one because the second one has a
Well, we're not even done with the first one.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Okay. We'll speed it a little bit.
Yeah, we
Okay.
should.
So he gets sick, right?
Yeah.
And okay. They start the love montage between him and his girlfriend,
Hell yeah, calendar girl.
and they
I love my calendar girl.
which is awesome because they go through the calendars of like the different seasons, and you get to see them like Valentine's Day. They're fucking, So they have like Valentine's Day clothes. They It's like Easter, so they have like Easter clothes and they're about to fuck. It's Chinese New Year, so they dress. That's the one that didn't age well. So they dress. Sorry. And so then you got the other one. You got Halloween. They dress up in Halloween. They fuck. Christmas. They fuck.
Right.
And then Christmas is when he finds out that he's sick and he's dying. So
Yeah.
he starts.
He proposes.
Yeah.
And then he passes out.
Boom.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
So he meets a guy who offers him. He calls him like the Man in Black.
Yeah.
I think. Oh no! What did it? Right? It's a Man in Black.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway.
Reminded me of like a wannabe Agent Coulson.
Yeah. He did. Offers him an idea, right? Because he tries to get all his treatment, and the treatment isn't working. You know?
Nothing's working.
So then he offers him that. And I want to just add this real quick. I'm sorry. He gives him the card. On the card is a phone number, and that phone number is universal to all films around the world as a universal phone number that they have to use in movies because it won't ever be used in real life.
555.
Yeah, 555-19. Oh, 5. I forgot the rest. But anyway.
Yeah. Anytime you see a 555 number,
Yeah.
it's a movie phone.
Yep.
So he goes in, he has the cancer. Or I don't know what type of disease it is.
He had cancer.
It was the cancer. I dated a cancer. It does kill. Anyway, he gets the treatment. Not like my treatment I needed, but so it does that thing to his skin. It meets her. She kind of freaks out just a tad bit. And then that's when the Deadpool whole thing starts. Then you go back to the flashback of him. Back in the car.
Yeah.
Beating the hell out of the guys.
Yeah.
And his name was Francis.
Francis, that's what it was. Francis.
Frankie. I was like, no, it wasn't Frankie. Just took a minute for that to fucking jog in my head.
Yeah. And then you get.
You're really going to leave me here with pissed off Rosie O'Donnell? I gotta admit, I like the fucking outtakes of that scene where he's just rattling shit off at her.
Yeah.
And then you get introduced to Cyclops? No.
No. Oh, damn it. I know exactly what you're thinking of, but my mind totally went blank. Too many chair shots.
Yeah.
Colossus.
Colossus. Yeah, me too many shots. But and that's when you're introduced to him, and who's also played by like 5 different people.
I like how they joke around about this is a really big house. I have nobody else in it.
What can afford to be in this film?
So good.
Again, him breaking the fourth wall.
He was just
Always great.
constantly just poking at Fox and everyone. He even wore shirts when he was just regular Wade of Rent, which is a theater play.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
Because he was in it.
Nope, he was calling out his buddy Wolverine, who does theater.
Oh, nice. Was he in it at the time?
He just does a lot of theater. So it was like his call out to him of trying to get him in. He was just constantly trying to get him to be in the movies that he was just calling him out.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There was a thing too where he says to her, his love interest, "This is my favorite thing in the whole world." And he reaches in, and it's an action figure of the Deadpool from the X-Men Origins. And you think it's that, but then he gets the record of Boy George. But anyway, so you see that whole montage of the beginning of where they're introducing Teenage Warhead.
Yeah.
Which they switched her powers from the comic, because the comic is different than the movie. Because I think in the comic she has like teleportation powers or something like that, and in the movie they made her have her powers of being a warhead.
Yeah, being able to charge almost. I don't want to say almost like Gambit, but she was able to charge up the energy and
Disperse it.
yeah. So, but man, did it wipe her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to see that fight of.
I like her girlfriend. Hi, Wade.
She-
And he's so nice to her. Like that's the only character. He's like, oh, hey.
Hello.
Yeah, everybody else smart ass answers and comebacks, but not her. Oh, that shit cracks me up.
Is that the girl from Kill Bill? The second one? Remember the second Kill Bill? The girl that comes in with like the chain and with the ball at the bottom?
Ooh, I don't know. I only saw Kill Bill Volume 2 maybe twice.
Oh,
3 times. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Kill Bill movies were good, but if I'm going to rewatch Tarantino, I'm watching Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction.
If you want to see a
know.
good samurai film, you watch a good samurai film. Yeah, you don't see his. But anyway, so you see the fight with like their main character. Who was it? I forgot who their villain was.
In the second one?
Or the first one.
Oh, first one. It
Haven't
was,
seen either of those movies.
It was Francis. That's
Right.
when he fights on the deck of the big ass
helipad. Or?
helipad. Yeah,
Yeah.
the wrecked one.
Yeah. And then-
And that's it. And then he saves the girl from the tube.
And
And he
then-
has her in one of the chambers.
yeah.
And yeah,
And that's so
Colossus takes out.
Juggernaut.
No,
No.
not Juggernaut.
That's the second one.
The girl, more pissed off Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, the girl. The girl from
Angel. That
Yeah,
was her character's name, Angel.
I think of her from
Angel
Mandalorian.
Dust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like I couldn't remember, but
Gina Carano.
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, so I mean, fight scene at the end was good, funny. Like I like when he gets shot in the head and he goes down and you see like the unicorn
Yeah.
dream from him and like, or no, it's when he gets stabbed in the head. That's what it is.
Oh,
The guy
yeah.
knifes him in the head and you see it go down all slow, and yeah, dude, great fight scenes. I love the way, like you said, I like the way they slow things down. Not quite, I guess, kind of Matrixy style.
Superhero landing. Superhero landing. She's going to do it.
She did.
Yeah, she did. But if you want to go back to the first time we saw that superhero landing, I got to go with Blade
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he flips into the tower and lands.
Yeah.
That's the origin, not Iron Man. Everybody thinks that's the Iron Man landing. Technically, Blade did it first. And Blade is in the Marvel Universe.
Yep.
Always been one blade, only going to be one blade.
True story.
I think they should hold true to that. I know they canceled the new Blade movie. I think they should do a Midnight Suns movie
Yeah.
with Strange and Blade, and they should just bring Wesley Snipes back for it. And if they want to, make it his swan song. But that's it. That's what they should do.
I agree.
Listen up, Marvel.
So that's how the first one ends.
Yeah.
And then you get the second one, right?
Yeah, but it sucks because at the end he still doesn't get the girl.
No. Yeah.
Unacceptable.
I mean, he only just saved her life. I mean, from a giant helipad and everything. And
You think she'd be grateful?
no, I don't know. Girls say looks don't matter. But anyway, so then the second one starts.
Oh yeah.
But
Isn't that what the no? That's the introduction of Peter, correct? In season or the second movie, isn't that where we meet that character, Peter, the guy he works with,
yeah, I think so.
who
Because he tries to start a life.
right, which is so funny because, or is that Deadpool and Wolverine?
No, that's Deadpool 2.
It is Deadpool too.
Yeah, it's
'cause-
with Rob Delaney.
right.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, wait, I'm not getting mixed up. Sometimes I do that, but I was pretty sure. Which is so funny that little bit character later on becomes a bigger piece.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's one thing cool about Marvel movies is you got to pay attention to the smaller characters because sometimes their name will trigger like, wait, that's going to end up being so and so, or and they'll come. That character will come back later on. Me and Jesus were talking. We actually want to thinking about doing an episode about like open theories, open strings in the Marvel universe.
Okay.
Things that they dropped hints at, but kind of just left by the wayside.
Yeah.
And we thought that would be a cool episode.
That
So
would be
maybe
a
in
cool
the future
episode.
we'll do that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
That would be cool.
I like that. So I don't remember how many years went by before we got the second one.
So the first Deadpool came out in 2016. Deadpool 2 came out in 2018.
Oh, okay. So just 2 years.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And okay, I've always felt like he did a good job as Cable, but I felt weird because I was like, you're already in the universe.
oh,
Well, I mean,
you're
his
talking about
voice
Thanos?
his voice is in the universe, but like not.
Hey, you look at Thanos' face; it's got Josh Brolin written all
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, it's
It's the bully from Goonies, man.
He wasn't the bully; he was the older brother, and he ended up being a good guy.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, your younger brother finds a treasure. You become his friend too. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. I'm an asshole. Go on.
I didn't really get the story of Fire Fist from Deadpool 2. Like, it didn't make sense to me.
What, that he was the mutant who was constantly...
Like, he was like the main reason for the movie.
Well, because I believe, if I remember correctly, he grows up and destroys and something in Cable's timeline.
Didn't he kill Cable's daughter?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Again, I'm trying to remember. But so that's why Cable comes back, because he wants to take him out before he gets to be that powerful.
But he doesn't take him out.
It's because they believe he can be converted.
Okay.
They want, you know what I mean? They want to, that's Cable's ultimate turnaround.
Yeah.
Of all right, we'll just lock him up and try and rehabilitate him, which means he'll only break out later.
No, it usually happens.
And yeah, it's like it's like Batman.
Oh my God. Here we go.
I'm Batman.
Think about it. Think about it.
I'm Batman.
Instead of putting the Joker in the asylum and him breaking out 800 times, just give him the death penalty, kill him. But no,
Okay.
they put him in there and they get out.
Yeah.
Same thing. They put him away, he'll get out. Magneto break him out. Somebody, you know? It's the way it works in comics. Can't kill him off.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Not right away. You kill off a comic book character, it's got to be something big.
Yeah.
Look at Iron Man. Look at in the movies in Iron Man. Like, that had to have gone down epically, which it did. They did a great job on it,
Yeah.
even though he's coming back in Doomsday.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in another episode.
Yes.
I'm sorry about that, guys. They did offer me that role too. And I fucked up. I'm like, who else you gonna get? Well, you gonna get the Iron Man back? And they got Iron Man back. God damn it. It was my fault.
I honestly think you would have played a good Doom.
Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too. The way I've been hitting the
I
gym
have a
lately.
feeling someday you're going to lead to my doom.
Yeah, somebody's do. But
Everybody's Doom.
yeah.
Oh,
So we got the second one,
yeah.
and we get introduced to Cable and his time traveling self.
But wait, before that, we get to build the team. And I got to say,
Oh,
that was some funny shit.
Hell yeah.
All the ones they interviewed, that was some funny shit. And I like the fact that on their first mission, everybody but Peter gets wiped out.
Yeah. So good.
And there's a cameo in there.
Yeah.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah.
Nando, I got you. Well,
Yeah.
I can't say I got him. He knows it, but
I know too much.
he's surprised I did. the invisible character, when he jumps out of the plane with the parachute, he hits power lines. If you freeze it, it's Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's in the
He's
universe.
uncredited for it, but that's who. When he lights up and you can actually see him,
Yeah.
it's Brad Pitt.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I always thought that was cool.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the credits. Yeah, Brad Pitt is the Vanisher.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And we get introduced to Domino, who's a character they did very little with.
We just throw in real quick, which is funny because Brad Pitt is such a handsome man. You give him the role of you can't see him. It's fucking brilliant.
Who else would you give it to? John Cena?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yabba dabba doo.
That would have been brilliant.
That would have been
brilliant.
brilliant
That
because
would
you
have been
can't see him. That would have been brilliant.
That would have been brilliant.
Oh, that's funny. That would have been awesome.
Domino was good, which is a very interesting, I guess, power to have to be lucky. I mean, I would love to be lucky. I mean, jeez. Anyway. I mean, gambling, when you go play the slots. I love slots. I can play slots for hours.
Yes, you can.
Wait, are you saying slots or never mind? Never mind.
Gambling.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
It is a gamble.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, the biggest gamble, playing 21. What, too soon?
Oh.
Oh, man. Back to Deadpool, man. We
Yes.
are on some tangents.
It's because it's been a while since we've done this.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because the Jesus has been way too fucking busy.
Sorry, guys.
Jeez.
Damn, your boss must be an asshole. Jesus.
No, it's my secretary, my dog. Wakes at 6:30 in the morning every day. She's like, "Today you have to take me on a walk and pick up after my shit."
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I've met Sophie. You don't want to argue with her.
No.
She'll give you a hard stare.
We in the second one there was actually a lot of cameos of
Yeah.
actors that you wouldn't think would be in this type of a movie, like Terry Crews,
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Terry Crews.
I love that guy.
Matt Damon,
Matt Damon.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
like you said, Brad Pitt, Alan
Brad Pitt.
Tudyk,
Excuse me.
Tudyk.
2 dicks, huh? Wow. Talk about a blessing.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if. Never mind. I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm just gonna
Keep
grin
that
and
com-
nod.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep that comment in my head. Wait. And that comment would keep in my head, too.
Oh.
I got nothing on that one because I take that back. I got a lot, but I'm not saying it.
It's a handful.
Literally.
2 handfuls. Hello.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Tangents.
Yes.
Stupid.
Oh, shit.
Oh, flashback.
I ain't heard the Popa in a while.
Yes. Had to bring that back for a minute. Yes.
That was pretty good, man.
Good stuff. Yeah, Deadpool 2, I'd have to say it was a lot better than the first one,
Okay.
but not as good as Deadpool and Wolverine.
No way. Deadpool and Wolverine was probably I'm not going to say the best storyline, but the biggest for the fans.
No,
The
I'm saying
fans
like
had wanted
Deadpool and Wolverine I think is better than Deadpool 2, but Deadpool 2 was better than Deadpool 1.
I don't know. I like Deadpool 1. It was a good origin story.
Are you saying you just got better as you went along?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I liked the first one a lot. Second one, I like the cameos and everything, but I just like the first one. But the Deadpool Wolverine, I mean, that's a movie I've been waiting ever since I was a kid to come out. I mean, they did what I wanted. They gave me all the Wolverines I wanted.
Hell yeah. You got
Yeah.
to see old school brown and yellow.
Yeah.
You got to see Weapon X from Age of Apocalypse.
What? That's one arm, right?
That's the one arm, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to see Patch
Yeah.
when he's in the white one. You got to
right.
see what would legitimately be a life-size version of the Wolverine when they had the mini one.
Yeah, that is
Because
true.
that one's more realistic to what Wolverine was supposed to be like.
Yeah, it's him and Spider-Man are supposed to be like the shortest heroes.
Yes. I think Spider-Man is right under him.
Yeah.
So, but you had Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Don't get me wrong. I believe I like Hugh. I think he's awesome as Wolverine. But Cavill looked pretty awesome. But again, too big.
Yeah.
Too big. But he looked good.
Do you guys just want to get into Deadpool and Wolverine?
Oh, because it was so good. Okay, well, we could do a quick one, too. A guy travels back in time, gets Deadpool, says, hey, we got to do this. They kill the guy. End of story. Okay, let's go.
That's how you sum up a movie.
Exactly.
Man, just whatever you do not hire this guy to promote your movies.
What are you talking about? I'm the biggest man.
Okay, don't have him write your synopsis. The guy comes from the past, kills him, end of story.
Yeah. The T1000.
That's not very colorful.
Yeah, the T1000. Oh, wait, no. It was a different
Exactly. That could have been a lot of movies.
Okay, you say that, but there's people in other states that know your movies because of me. There's
true.
people in bands that know me because of you.
That's true.
Yeah.
He is the number one promoter of a movie I was in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Who was that one artist? I just told him he had to see it.
Oh, God.
Uncle Cracker.
Uncle Cracker.
Oh, God.
I made him bring out his phone. I'm like, no, you got to look up this movie right now. It's because you're going to be on a plane ride, so you have time. You're going to watch it. I made him put it on his phone.
Oh, man. I got to admit, he is the president of the fan club of that movie.
Oh, my God.
He's the only member.
Yeah.
And
But he
for
is
those
the
of you that
president.
don't know what movie they're talking about, what's the movie?
I don't remember.
Hey, my dog's a member.
You okay?
Okay, so you got members.
It's got a member now.
Yeah.
It's a horror movie called Pigster.
There you go.
So if you find it and you want to watch it, I'm in it.
You should watch it.
Yes.
After 39 seconds, it's brilliant.
Oh, man.
All right.
I
So,
warn
yeah.
you now, cheesy horror movie. Cheesy horror movie.
Yeah.
But if you're into it, it's a cheesy horror movie.
It's brilliant. Anyway,
all right. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Not a cheesy horror movie.
no, not at all. No. But they were pushing that for the longest time for them to be in a movie together. Just
Yeah.
nonstop, just pushing it. And finally, he okayed it, got out of retirement, went back on the Wolverine diet, which if you guys don't
How
know.
big was it? How freaking crazy was it when you saw the first commercial with the two of them in it where they mentioned it? It's going to happen. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I did, and I also thought, oh my God, you're going to go back on your Wolverine diet. Because if you guys don't know what the Wolverine diet is, he goes for 2 to 3
I know what it is.
3 months. He smokes cigarettes and eats green apples. That's it. And then works out.
Really?
Yeah. He just cigarettes and green apples and works out for like 3-4 months straight. It's I know.
You know,
Doesn't
if I hate apples and worked out, I'd be just like them.
Yeah.
You got the you got the smoking down. You're good on that.
Yeah. You probably smoke more than he does. Right? You switch out the Coke for a green apple.
Yeah.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah,
now.
I know.
All right.
I know.
You want me to still be like
I know.
friendly?
I mean, can it be like a green apple flavored Coke?
I don't know. What if you had the Coke with like green apple whiskey or rum? Maybe that would.
There you go.
Maybe that would work.
There is a green apple Crown Royal.
There you go. Yeah.
So there you go. We'll put that in.
We'll try that. We'll test it on Tony.
Man,
There
this
you
is
go.
a hell of
Tony.
a. We do not recommend you at home try this dietary plan because it may kill you.
Yeah. But if it works, your wife is going to love you. We're not going to see you for months.
We haven't seen each other for months as it is.
It's true. It's true. But so he goes on this diet and he just works out all day.
Yeah.
And that's how he retains that amazing 6-pack ab,
Physique.
the physique.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which, of course, they had to show you in the movie at the near the end. Got to laugh at that.
yeah, we should get to that soon because it is funny. See, the third one,
Sorry, that was me. I needed a Coke. We talked about him.
the third one, I mean, it took a long time to happen for me, just because I wanted that comic film since I was like in, oh my God, I don't know, 12.
No, I totally agree. But my big thing was they had to make it make sense as to how they were bringing him back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
You know, that was my issue with it.
I was scared because at that point, remember, Disney just took him.
Right. This was going to be the first release under Disney, I believe.
And I was like, oh man, that's like the worst scenario. 'Cause I'm like,
They let him roll with
I
it,
know.
man.
Yeah.
They
Well,
really did.
well, in my eyes, I always look at ICP. You know, you got this amazing band, you sign them, you try to hold them back from being them, so you get rid of them. You know, so I was afraid that they wouldn't let him be as much, and they did tell him to hold back on like certain stabs at Disney.
Yeah.
You know, certain
But
stabs.
pegging is okay.
Well, it's new to them. Ryan Reynolds used to it.
Oh, man, that shit was funny. Well, yeah, technically, if we go back to that calendar scene, there is a scene in there.
Yeah.
I love my calendar girl.
Wait, was the first one in the car scene when one of the guys shoots him right in the ass, and he turns the gun and just shoots the gun through his arm to shoot him? Something like that. I remember it was in the first one where when the guy shoots him and goes right in his butt.
I don't remember that one.
Like I said, a lot of ass and balls in the first one.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I was afraid Disney was gonna mess it up.
No, like I
Yeah.
said, I think they did a good job. I
Yeah.
like the storyline. It feeds. You don't have to have watched Loki, but it would help because that introduces you already to the TVA.
Yeah.
So you kind of know what it is. But they did a good job of how that played out, setting up the storyline, exactly what was going to go on, how he was going to get Wolverine back.
Yeah.
Like,
To make it make sense,
Right.
technically.
I like when he digs him up and expected him to be regenerated by then, and then uses his skeleton to beat the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking cool.
That was pretty rad.
I like when he has the claws on his hands and he gets one stuck into the guy's ass and one stuck into the guy's balls.
Yep.
The guy's like, You're disgusting.
That's perfect.
Oh man.
It was really terrible, but good.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the kills in that were awesome. Most of them.
I would have to say, and this is again my opinion, Deadpool and Wolverine, great movie. Only issue I have with it is, like you had just said, if you watched Loki, you would understand the story of Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't care for the continuance of the TVA in Deadpool. Like, I've already seen what I need to see of the TVA. I don't need to see it anymore from another movie, if that makes sense. Like,
Well,
I got my fill of the TVA
Okay.
with Loki.
See, I think it was a smart way to play it in. That was the
The only way they can tie it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I get that, and I respect it. Just for me,
right. You're over that.
I'm over the TVA storyline.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get it. But wow, man, without the TVA storyline and him being able to jump, we wouldn't have gotten Gambit,
Yeah,
Blade back,
Elektra.
X
Yeah,
X-23.
yeah,
You know, I mean, that was cool that they were able to bring back all these cool characters. Shit, we get freaking Flame On, freaking
oh yeah,
Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
freaking Human Torch.
What do you mean? What do you mean no?
Everybody totally thought was going to be Captain America.
He's gonna say it.
Yep. Flame On.
Avengers of Foe. What?
What? Oh, man, that was awesome.
That was
That
real.
was awesome. Even if it was short-lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But he goes out in a very
Yeah.
amazing way.
Wow.
All those different versions of Deadpool. Like, holy
Oh, yeah,
crap.
we get to meet the Deadpool core. And, I mean, they brought out Lady Pool,
The dog.
who was played by Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His wife.
They brought out
Obligation.
Yeah, they brought out Kid Pool, who was played by, I believe, his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought out,
Budget
Cowboy Pool, which was played by Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant.
Head Pool, who was Nathan Fillion. Dude, it was cool seeing all the different versions of him.
Yeah.
And you got the ugliest dog in the world.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, his Dog Pool.
Yeah.
Oh, that dog was disgusting.
It was voted the ugliest dog in the world. That's why he put it in the movie.
Yeah, it totally was. It
Just
won an
that
award.
kissing scene with oh my God.
I mean,
All right. I like Nice Pool. He was funny. He was fucking funny.
Oh.
he's such a hippie. I love it.
When's your regeneration kick in? Regeneration? Oh, shit. Come on, I'm going to get you over to that popcorn stand. Oh, man, I was dying laughing at that scene.
He stole his dog and his guns.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's some fucked up shit. But exactly what Deadpool would do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got to say, I did like Mr. Paradox.
Yeah.
I like the actor who portrayed him, Matthew McFadden. He was in, it was an HBO show. Damn, what was it called? Succession.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a crazy show. If you haven't
Yeah.
watched it, it's pretty crazy. Kieran Culkin's in it. Macaulay Culkin's younger brother.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one where? Yeah, he's supposed to be in like a nude scene.
Oh, geez, it's
His like
it's
little
fucking,
brother's
yeah,
supposed to be out there.
it's crazy, dude. Like it's about this
Got an
family.
award.
His dad owns this media company, and it's his 3 kids, and them trying to figure out the succession of him leaving the company, and like they backstab each other, and like, dude, it's a crazy show.
Yeah.
But he was on it, and then I saw him in this, and I was like, cool, I like him. He plays a good bad guy. So, but he still had some comedy to him,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
with his dryness. You know, I think that comes from being English. Monty Python, you know, you're able to have that comedy, but still keep that dryness to you. Look at what's his name, John Cleese,
Yeah.
probably the king of freaking.
Oh, I love that man.
He could be hilarious, but he keeps that straight face, and his delivery is just like nothing to it, like blah 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 blah.
Fucking spot on.
But hilarious.
Yeah.
Man, brilliant man.
Hell yeah. All right, so where were we back?
Okay, we're on the third
So
one.
many tangents.
No, I know.
love
I know.
it.
We're in the third one. but
Well,
what were
it's
we
okay
talking about?
because Deadpool is a
Mr.
tangent.
Paradox and TVA.
That's correct. So they had all the different Wolverines.
Wait, talking about butts. I like when he's at the TVA and he's like, except for that guy, he's staring at my butt.
He was.
And he comes out in the new suit.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
So good.
Oh yeah. So okay, sorry, I had to mention that part because that part made me laugh. That and the wait, Why is Thor crying? I'm really see, again, strings that are left unmentioned.
Yeah.
I'm hoping someday they go back to that and we get to see why Thor was crying holding Deadpool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's one of those open string theories that are like, that we're like, what are they going to do with this? Which I'm going to go with, what is it? Are they doing, is it Secret Wars?
Next? Yeah, I think it is Secret Wars.
Isn't that what they're going to lead into with Doom? So I'm going to guess that's going to be maybe where we'll see that scene come through.
Yeah.
Because they're all be in the battle world.
I think they should bring it back in a What If as a joke.
There you go. That'd be kind of cool.
Dude, the What Ifs are pretty good. I haven't seen the last season, but
Yeah.
those are cool little side stories and one-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Again,
Well,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. Well, that's pretty much all those different stories is how he got the Wolverine he did. Like he searched along to find the right Wolverine.
Right. Which the one he finds is not the best one, but true hero. It comes through.
Yeah, that's true.
Comes through in the end, and in such a big way that it blows his suit right off him.
All that. Someone could have told him they have CGI. They could have CGI.
Okay, wait. I gotta say, when I went to see the movie, right?
Yeah.
The scene, all the Deadpool core shows up, right? And fucking they come walking around the corner. Wolverine reaches up and grabs the back of his cowl, pulls it up over his head, and he's finally in the full outfit. I expected there to just be this eruption of sound. So when that happened, when I finally got to see it, I'm like, yeah! And I was the only one. I don't care. But I was really like, man, really? Like we've waited to see him in the full outfit and nobody's excited about it.
Yeah.
I was stoked. And then they rip through the core and it's just freaking awesome. But I couldn't believe that nobody else was excited about it. I don't know. That's
I was excited.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, like that was fucking epic right there. As much as seen him in the old school brown and yellow.
Yeah.
I think my exact words were, "Oh," because I was literally he was that scene was what I visioned when I was 12. Because when I was like, "Oh," that was the I traveled back in time in that moment in my life.
No shit.
I went back in time and I was that 12-year-old boy again, seeing what I wanted to see. And it happened, and I couldn't help. I couldn't say yeah or anything else because I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know he was going to put the mask on.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like my mind traveled back in time. It was so interesting
That's what I'm saying. We've had him
for over 20 years.
Yeah, in 10 movies he's made appearances, like over 10 movies
Yeah.
as the Wolverine, and yet we've never seen him in the outfit. And so again, I just figured there would be more people who would have been excited about it.
Yeah.
And there wasn't. I was very upset. That was what I didn't like about the movie.
Yeah.
Was the crowd I went to see it with.
Stupid crowd.
God damn it. You cheer when he comes out in that uniform.
No kidding. I've been waiting so long. He looks so cool.
Exactly.
Well,
the eyes were a little weird, but they look like Deadpool eyes,
Well, yeah.
So, but they looked comic accurate, so that was cool. And like I said, it was just that walk around the corner in slow motion and the pulling of it over the top of his heads and the fucking his claws coming out. It was like, oh, that's the Wolverine I wanted to see.
Yeah.
That's the one I've been waiting to see for 20 freaking years.
And it finally happens.
Hell yeah, and it was awesome.
At least to you. The rest of the theater didn't really care for it. I'm guessing. All right, let me ask you guys a question. Gambit.
Yeah.
Do you think he deserves his own movie?
They just showed up.
Again, this is kind of another case of an actor who wants a role so bad and they've pitched it for so long, finally got the opportunity to do it
Yeah.
and crushed it. I think he was a great Gambit. It was funny and it was good. I liked it. Do I think he needs his own movie? No. I think you can put him into another movie, an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Which I think we'll see. Again, probably Secret Wars because they'll pull in everybody from different universes.
Yeah.
And just he's already good to go. You know what I mean? And even then, if you want to make him a bigger part, you give him a little flashback sequence that gives you a little history of what he's about, and there you go.
Yeah.
But I don't think he needs his own movie.
All right. What do you think?
Maybe a series, like a 6 episodes on Disney Plus. You know what I mean? To tell his origin story, that wouldn't be bad. 45 minutes an episode, how he grew up. He was, a thief, a pickpocket on the streets.
Yeah.
How he gets recruited to start doing good. Cool. That'd be a cool little origin story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, but I wouldn't give him a full-on major motion picture.
Yeah.
That's just me personally.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think I would agree with Tony. I would just do a little mini series. It's too hard to jam a lot these days into the 2-hour slot. It's better just to give, I would do it like this unless it was like a mini series leading into a movie that it's not his movie, but it's leading into something of like.
Right, something like Secret Wars, where we're going to get to see him again.
Yeah.
So you do a little short series on him so people know, oh, all right, this is where Gambit came from. This is why he talks this way, blah, 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 blah. And then when he comes out in Secret Wars, everybody's all caught up.
Do you think that, like, if that were to happen with Gambit, do you think that they should do that with other characters that they don't have movies on doing, like, obviously we got the Elektra movie and we got the Blade movie, but do you think that they should do that with all the other non-super important characters?
I wouldn't say they're not super important. I would just say the lesser known. You know what I mean? Like by them bringing them to the forefront of these movies and getting them out there, they're going to become bigger characters. You know what I mean?
But they're not going to have their own standalone movies,
Oh no, but they have their own standalone comics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by them coming out in this movie, that's going to insurge people to want to go and read their comics.
Yeah.
So again, it's taking just lesser known characters and bringing them to the forefront, which is something Marvel's good at, because look at Ant-Man. Not really well known.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows who Ant-Man is. And I'm sure when that movie came out, if we look, his comics probably went up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying I wouldn't say they're less important, just lesser known.
Okay.
But that's just me personally, like I said.
Yeah.
Like I said, now they're being a light shown on them, which is good. Marvel's good about that. Look at like Werewolf by Night and
That's a good
Moon Knight.
So good.
Like
Moon Knight I haven't finished.
Great ways to introduce characters to the audience without giving them a major motion picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they do what ifs animated. Why not do what if live versions, or not necessarily what ifs, but you do a live version show where it's 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Each one is an introduction to another smaller character. Maybe they don't need a full series.
Yeah.
Just, hey, this is this person and this is kind of where they come from. And then the next week you get a different one.
Yeah.
And that way when they premiere in a bigger movie, the moviegoer is already introduced to said core character and their backstory.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. See, that makes a lot more sense because then people aren't like, well, who is that?
Right.
You know?
But I mean, we get introduced to a lot of characters. Like I said, again, Disney's been good about it. Look at Agatha all along. Look at, like, you know what I mean?
That's a good one.
You're right. We're introduced to Wanda's kid, at least one of them.
Yeah.
You know, we already met Agatha in WandaVision, you know, but it's a great way to introduce, like I said, these lesser known characters who are going to have bigger roles into the universe.
Yeah. All right. I dig it.
Which is interesting because Wanda was like a small character that just gradually got bigger.
Well, that's because Elizabeth Olsen killed it,
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. Yeah.
which I still don't think she's dead.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Not dead yet.
But
I mean,
we'll have to wait and see.
She could always just come back to life. You know. I mean,
That or, again, dude, I'm pretty sure Battle Worlds, they can pull whoever the hell they want back
yeah.
Yeah.
because it's going to be from an alternate universe.
It's true.
Yep. All right. Is there anything else that we want to talk about on the Deadpool franchise before we get out of here?
They're great. They should still do more. Because, you know, the X-Men Wolverine and Deadpool, the way it ended was good. Like,
Right.
he wrapped it all up. Because, you know, they fought the evil Xavier,
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
know.
sister.
his evil sister, who's bald. You know.
Yeah, it was cool the way she took out Johnny Storm. She ripped his skin off him and just
Yeah.
pile of everything. That was awesome.
Did you notice where she was living?
Yeah. And the
It was
Ant-Man
inside a
suit.
giant Ant-Man suit.
Yeah.
Or giant Ant-Man?
Right.
Yeah.
Because,
Really?
was the skull inside it when it opened?
I mean, do you?
Because in the comics it is.
Yeah.
Because that happened in the comics.
Yeah.
There's a huge Ant-Man, but when they open the visor, there's a big, or the visor's already open. There's a huge skull in it, so you know it was Ant-Man.
Yeah.
This is just his suit. Doesn't, I don't believe, show his skull. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I like to just assume it's there.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, the way she what did you say? Like mind fuck
Oh
So
yeah, when she reaches into their hand,
their heads and like, oh man.
dude, that scene where the hand comes through the face and like squeezes this way when she's grabbing the Mr. Paradox,
Yeah.
and then she's like whipping him around. Oh man, that looks gnarly.
Craziness.
That shit was cool.
Okay, and then she kills that one guy that backstabs the evil the
Oh, Pyro.
Pyro, right?
He was from the very first X-Men.
Exactly. That's why I thought it was funny they brought him back too.
Dude, they brought back Sabretooth from the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They brought back Toad.
Yeah.
That's what was cool. We got to see some of those characters come back, which in Doomsday, we're going to get freaking Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get Magneto, Ian McKellar.
That's a good one.
We're getting Mystique, Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
That's my favorite.
Oh, I don't know if she's still Stamos. I think it's just Rebecca Romaine now.
Fontes. I mean, my bad. If you're listening, Rebecca.
Who else is coming back for that? I think James Marsdale as Cyclops.
Yeah.
And Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
Yes.
And Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler.
Yes.
That would be pretty sick.
It's already been announced. That
That's
those are gonna be the
that's
characters
that's
coming back.
awesome.
So I mean, they're bringing back a shitload of the old Fox actors to come back and be them, but in our world now.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Well, it's a lot because we got the Fantastic Four that's supposed to be opening the new doors for everything.
Yeah, that
and-
comes out. I want to say July.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Soon.
I believe so. Yeah.
Because Thunderbolts just came out.
Yeah, I want to say I think it's July.
Hmm.
But I know it's not Marvel, but we got Superman coming up.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for that one too.
Yeah.
We will have to do an episode afterward.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we could just talk about Crypto the dog.
Hell yeah.
I'm all for it.
So cute. It should have been my dog, but once again, scheduling. See, my dog, she couldn't do. I'm not going to get into it. Her schedule was busy too. Jeez. Anyway, I need to get a new agent.
Right. No kidding.
No, like I said, all in all, Wolverine and Deadpool, I was happy with. It gave me what I wanted and left it open to possible more of Hugh coming back as Wolverine. Definitely open to more of Deadpool. So yeah, like I like that one.
Out of the three, I would say the Deadpool Wolverine is probably my favorite.
Mine too, and it's just simply because of what I just talked about, that we waited so long to see that version of him. That made it for me. That was like the icing on the cake, like the payoff. So that's just me.
Mm-hmm. It's really hard because I feel like that movie is like my favorite, like Marvel film so far.
Yeah,
it come out because I was just so happy, and so far.
I'd have to go with Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians 3 was really good, but
I like all the Guardians. I like the first one, probably the best.
Well, I like the third one, the best, just because it hit me so well.
No, like I said, I like all the Guardians movies, but the first one to me was my favorite.
It was like 2-3 years ago, Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Well, I'm looking at recently of everything that's just come out, and like
you can't go wrong with the Guardians Christmas movie.
Yeah, that was good too.
Hell yeah,
That was
awesome.
awesome.
Want to kidnap Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon in it.
Yep, so good.
Which Kevin Bacon's in the X-Men, which is weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in that submarine.
Yeah. What a gruesome death. He got a quarter through his head.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's gonna suck.
Yep.
It's like
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it. I think we, unless you guys got anything else.
No.
chimichangas.
Yeah, chimichangas forever.
Yeah. Guys, I want to thank you for listening to this episode. It's been a while since we've done an episode, and it feels good to be back. Make sure you guys are checking out the interwebs, the Facebook, Instagram. Give us a follow. Give us feedback, like Tony said at the beginning of the episode. Let us know what you guys want to hear. If we haven't already talked about it,
Or if there's something you'd like us to talk about.
exactly. Big Tony, thank you for being a part of this.
Always a pleasure.
The Jesus.
Thank you, man.
Always.
Thank you. It
Hell
was
yeah.
an awesome time.
Yeah. So until the next one, keep growing those beards and have a good one.
Don't get broke.
You've been listening to the Punisher Castle podcast. If you have any comments or ideas, you can reach us at PunisherCastle74 on Instagram and Facebook, or visit our website at PunisherCastleProductions.com.